Good afternoon and welcome to this varsity baseball game versus Central Virginia Homeschool and your St. Christopher Saints. Sorry about a little bit of technical issues up here with the live stream and the mic. Hopefully it's showing up with some volume now, but in the top of the first, just a quick recap, Central Virginia hit a two-run bomb, but other than that, Connor Lacey was able to get out of that situation quickly, and now Austin Wrinkle up to bat for the Saints. So let's see if the Saints can get some production on offense.
Wrinkle's going to be out at first. Sophomore Palmer Berry will be up to bat now for the Saints.
Yeah, Barry's been a huge force for the Saints as of late. Had a game where he had two home runs. Very impressive feat in high school baseball. And the Saints are still riding that high wave from their Friday night senior night against Woodbury Forest, where they pitched a 6-0 victory with Charlie Blanton throwing a complete game. As Palmer Berry will get a single there. Hard hit ball to the second baseman, just couldn't field it. And now coming to the plate is Connor Lacey, the pitcher.
Lacey, another great batter this season for the Saints. Just a few games ago, hit a grand slam to bring the Saints back against Highland, I believe.
Yeah, that was a great game on the stream for that one. Looked like it was going to be a beatdown as Highland hit 2 home runs in the first inning. And then Christian Gray kept working on the pitching mound. And Connor Lacey got that offensive production with that grand slam, and everything turned around, and the Saints started having a little bit of a hit parade and came back against a really good team.
It's an early 0-2 count.
So that'll be a ball outside. Connor Lacey will end up striking out swinging there. Is now coming to the plate, number 6, Tony Smith.
Now back for the Saints, number 6, Tony Smith.
Yeah, Tony Smith, one of those young guys as well on the team, but he's just been such a huge force for the Saints. Great catcher behind the plate with his defense, but also some good offensive production from him as well, as his count will be moved to 0-1. Pitcher will try and pick off Barry there early. He'll get in safely. Count still 0-1. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the Saints will handle being down 2 runs early. They've battled through adversity in previous games, so I'm not doubting them at all. Just in some, the Saints have really lacked that offensive production until late, but I'd love to see them get on the board here quickly as well.
Absolutely. Barry still the lone Saint on first base right now. But he'd love to see Smith get something going here.
So that'll be another one gets by, and Barry should be good to get to second now. Now Saints have a runner in scoring positions. 2 outs, though. Going to need a good hit from Smith into the outfield, and hopefully Barry can get on his horse and score for the Saints here.
Saints will absolutely take that one. Little error, and he's in at second now.
This will be another good take from Smith there. That'll advance his count to full. I mean, a walk here would even be a win for the Saints. Get 2 men on board. James Carney up to, he's a powerful bat as well. Maybe knocking a few runs. As Smith there will ground to third, it will be foul. Count will remain full. Smith there fouls that one off as well. Battling here at the plate. 2 outs remaining, or 2 outs already on the board. He needs to be fighting for every pitch up there. If it's close, he needs to at least be making contact, and he's done a great job of fighting, staying in this bat, being alive. See if he can get one in play here. So that's a high fly ball. Shortstop getting under it, and he will, and that'll do it. That'll retire the side. Saints leave 2 stranded, and we'll be back for the top of the second. And we are back for the top of the second. Lacey's still in. That'll be up to bat for Central Virginia Homeschool, number 27. That'll be Braden Copeland.
2-1 count now.
Hard hit ball, gets by Beck. That's leadoff single there for Copeland. Good piece of hitting. Gibson Beck tries to make a good play on that one, just too far out in front of his glove. Couldn't get there. Now up to bat for the Homeschool is number 25, Zach Bird.
Similar to the first inning, just a quick single from the Homeschool.
So it'll be a called strike 1 to start off this at bat. Yeah, I'd love to see Connor Lacey starting to feel more comfortable with his rhythm. I mean, he's throwing good pitches, but he's just kind of getting himself behind in the count early. I'd love to see him throw a little more strikes, trust his guys out in the field to make the plays. His Homeschool steal there, but Does not matter as that will be sent foul by the first baseline. Count now 0-2. So that'll be a pop into left center field, and that'll get down. Rolling 2 now. Looks like Homeschool will score another one. Copeland coming into home. So that'll be a stand-up double for Berg. Patriots now up 3 runs.
Ball was hit really well, just kind of curved by the outfielders, got between both of them.
So that'll be a good lead for Berg, and he'll throw it on the bunt. Smith gets to it. Should be it. Oh, that's error by Smith there. That'll get by the first baseman. That'll easily score Berg. And he's rearing for third now. Great play there. Heads up by James Carney to get that throw in quickly. And they'll be able to get him at third, but still scoring a run for the Patriots. Now up 4-0. So that'll be a high fly ball into center field. Gray will get under it. That'll be first out now. 2 outs now for Saints. So that'll be number 31, Colin Feltz. So that'll be a ball outside. Count now advances to 1-1. Lacey struggling here a little bit early on to throw those strikes, and obviously doesn't help with Smith's throw down to first going well over Judd Cruther's head, who is a tall man to begin with. He just couldn't get for it, but thankfully James Carney with the heads-up play being able to stop him at third, as that'll be a fly to right center field. Gray hustling for it, can't get there in time. That's back at the wall. Feltz now into second with an easy double, and that'll score another one for the Patriots. Now 5 runs on the board for the Patriots. This is looking bad for Lacey. If any coach has faith in his players, it is Coach Simondera, though. He has seen his ace, Christian Gray, let up runs like this against the Homeschool and kept him in the whole game, and eventually they ended up getting the win. So it's just one of those things. If you trust your guys, then things can go well. That's just another mistake that cannot happen right there. Is that'll be a pickoff attempt by Lacey that gets way by Beck, and that'll advance the runner to third now. Still 2 outs, just one more out needed to get to the bottom of the second for the Saints, but that just seems like an impossible feat currently. Loudon Trask now pops up, and that'll be foul right by the St. Chris bullpen. That'll end up. Barry fights for it, but just can't come down with it. Count now 1-1 for Trask. Lacey looks to deliver now. That'll be outside. Count now 2-1. Man on third for Patriots. Loudon Trask looking to knock him home. Is that another one will be outside? Getting close to being a pass ball there, which would certainly score Feltz. 3-1 count now. Would not like to walk Trask. So that'll be a good pitch, and that'll move the count to full. I'd love to see a strikeout here by Lacey. Just a nice challenge pitch. Give him something hittable, but trust your team, as that's a drive into left center field. That'll get down. Score Feltz, and that'll be at the wall. Gray hustling for it, but that should be an easy stand-up double for Trask. Now up to bat for the Patriots is number 3, Josiah Pulling.
A lot of great hits from an array of Homeschool's guys today. All of them adding an important hit into today's game.
That'll be a foul ball there. Count now 1-1. Trask hustling back to second. So he was going to steal on that one. Certainly would have been there if it had not been foul. Lacey looks back now, but he'll fire. It'll be a ball high. Count now 2-1. Lacey struggling to throw strikes here early on. Not a great sign, but so fire there. That'll be another ball up high. Count now 3-1. Just looking for that final out of the inning. Anything to limit the damage here, as it already is a 5-0 game. So I'll be flied out. Third baseline, that'll be way foul. Count now full. Lacey looking to just end this one. Hopefully just look past it next inning and just go back to work. But right now he is struggling to get an out here against this Homeschool team. They'll call that strike 3, and Lacey will get out of it. Saints down 5 going into the bottom of the second. Let's see what they can do. We'll be back. We are back for the bottom of the second. Now up to the Saints, James Carney.
Back for the Saints, number 8, James Carney.
Carney now will start out his at bat with the ball. See if the Saints can get some runs on the board here. Pretty big deficit so far, so that'll be a called strike one, moving the count to 1-1. Lucas, what do you think the Saints need to do here to just cut down on this deficit?
Well, we've seen the Saints this season have some very productive games from the plate, especially those early guys that were hitting like Barry and Lacey. But, you know, the start to the game hasn't been great. I think if they just remember those comebacks that they've had this season, try to make this game like those ones against Highland, those kinds of games.
Yeah,
Maybe some
definitely.
leadership here, too, from the captain, Gray, could inspire the team a little bit.
I was going to say, let's see what the captain here can do. Start us off, hopefully. Christian Gray can maybe get the Saints on a little bit of a roll here. So it'll be a called strike one to start his at bat. That'll be another strike there. Good pitch by the Patriots pitcher. Gray quickly down 0-2. Christian Gray, one of those guys who had a phenomenal day against Woodbury Forest, being perfect on his day with one hit earned, one off a error, and then drawing a walk. So got on base every single time he went up to the plate. It was just good to see, especially on a senior night where they were honoring him. That'll be a fly ball, way foul behind us. Count still 1-2. So that pitch will creep in on him, move the count to 2-2. That'll be a ball low. Gray now worked the count back to full. Has to fight here, though, with 2 strikes on him. It's Christian Gray with a hard hit ball to the fence. That'll hop over for a ground roll double. That's a great way to start it off for the Saints. Captain Christian Gray getting on now. 1 out on. Christian Gray now on second, as that'll be number 9, Gibson Beck, up to bat. Gibson Beck, one of those highly recruited underclassmen for the Saints, has a lot of potential in baseball. That's why he's ranked so highly in the state of Virginia already. And I know he's been talking to some teams like UVA, and they just love the athleticism they see out of him. So his at-bat will be started out with a ball low. Christian Gray looking at stealing a base here off that jump, but thinks twice and doesn't go. So they'll throw back. Gray gets in quickly. He'll be safe.
Really important hit there from Christian Gray. Getting a double. Maybe this is a kickstart for the Saints to get something going here. Make a comeback.
Yeah, it certainly couldn't hurt. Obviously, when you see one of your leaders get on base and start something, everyone wants to follow suit. So let's see if Beck can do that here, as his count will move to 2-0. Honestly, even if you're Beck here, working a walk would be a great thing to do with 1 out. Just get 2 men on for the Saints and then have a big hitter like Judd Carruthers, and then he'll get hit there. Now a big hitter for the Saints. Judd Carruthers up to bat. See if he can clear the bases here and bring Graham back in, as Patriots will now have a pitching mound visit.
Now Judd Carruthers, the junior, will be up to bat. Big hitter.
So that'll be a called strike one to start his at bat. Love to see Judd Carruthers put one in play. I mean, with his strength, he'd send the ball about a mile. So see if you can get a good piece of contact on his hard swing there. Move the count to 0-2. So that will creep in. He'll step out. Now the 1-2 count for Carruthers. Beck and Gray on first and second. Only one out. If he puts anything in the outfield, Gray should be able to tag up here and at least move to third for the Saints. So that'll be outside as well. Count now 2-2. Slowly working the count back into his favor after going down 0-2. See what he can do here.
Bat looks pretty small in Judd's hands.
Yeah, he's a big dude, so.
As you said, with some contact, he get that ball going pretty far.
Yeah, I know he's obviously works a ton with Coach Keith and Coach Wright in our strength department and at their personal gym facilities at Total Training. And I've seen some videos of him doing absurd numbers on clean and back squat. So with his strength, I mean, as we've been saying, this ball is going to go a distance.
It's a big moment here, full count.
Pitches in, Carruthers. Oh, that's center fielder just plays it perfectly. Hate to see that. 2 outs now, but Henry Rodder, the sophomore, now up to bat.
Now up to bat for the Saints. Number 3, Henry Rodder. No, I was having issues with this too earlier, but I turned it up on that. I thought it fixed it.
So that'll be a hard swing for Rodder there. That count move his count to 0-2. He'll hit a grounder there towards the first baseman, and he'll tag him out there, and that'll do it for the Saints. Homeschool continuing to keep the Saints scoreless as they are up 5 runs. See if Connor Lacey can bounce back here in the top of the third. We'll be back. Now up to bat for the Homeschool is Tim Seats. And a pitching change for the Saints in between innings. Avery P. now, the freshman, up to pitch. Let's see if he can do a little better than Lacey. That'll be a called strike right there as well.
The youngest guy on this team, only freshman. This could be a big moment for him.
P now with strike 3, swinging there. He'll get a strikeout early. Love to see this out of P. And in the throw around, Palmer Berry couldn't even get it to back. A little bit of a play he's going to shrug off, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully that's not a sign of anything to come.
Yeah, a little bit of embarrassment maybe.
Avery P. with a good start to his pitching for the day.
That'd be a good strike there. Pearson Goodman up now for the Patriots. That'll be called low. I think that'll be his first ball of his outing today.
I think that's right.
Good to see your pitcher throw a lot of strikes. It's obviously a promising thing, and especially with the talent of the St. Chris defense. I trust my guys to get the outs too if anything's hit and play, so better to throw strikes than just walk guys. So that'd be a chopper down the first baseline, but that'll go foul. P now moves his count to 1-2 on Goodman. P now delivers. That'll be a hard hit foul ball. Count still 1-2 for P. Goodman battling here at the plate. So that'll be a ball outside. Good pitch though. Stone will come inside. Pino moves the count to full. Luckily, no one's on base there to get that pass ball, but P now struggling to throw a strike here against Goodman, and later in this count, see if he can finish him off, as that'll be a hard hit ground ball to the second baseman. Easy play there for the Saints. Blanton with a good out there. Now 27, Braden Copeland back up now for the Homeschool. So his at-bat will be started with a ball low. So that'll be a hard hit liner over the head of Beck. That'll be a good single there by Brandon Copeland. Now up to bat for the Homeschool. Number 25, Zach Berg. Avery will pick off attempt there. As now Connor Lacey will go to first, and Judd Crothers Day will also now be over. That ball will get by, and Copeland will get in easily to second off the pass ball. Berg takes that one in for a ball as well. That'll move his count to 2-0. P started off the inning very hot with 2 quick outs, and now just struggling to find the strike zone again, just like Lacey. So he'll pick off attempt there. Very close, but he'll get back in time. So that'll be a hard hit ball down the right. And he'll get under it. James Carney will put him away for the 3rd out. Saints still down 5, but they'll be back for the bottom of the 3rd. We'll be back. The Saints now back to the top of their lineup with Austin Wrinkle. Austin Wrinkle now 2-0 on his count. Wrinkle there with a hard hit ball. That will get over the head of the 3rd baseman. He'll be in for a leadoff single for the Saints. Palmer Berry now up to bat. See if he can follow suit.
It's a great hit from Wrinkle. Big hit there to get them started for this inning.
Good take there by Berry. His count will move to 1-0. It was a close pitch there by pitcher, but great eye by Barry. That's a big league take right there. So that'll be another ball outside. Count now advances to 2-0. Any offensive production here for the Saints is good offensive production. So if Barry can just draw a walk on this 3-0 count, then that'd be huge for the Saints. That would put Wrinkle into scoring position with no outs. And then up would come Connor Lacey. Maybe start a train of events, get the Saints chipping away at this 5-0 deficit that they're facing early on. Still plenty of game left. As Barry will draw that 4-pitch walk. And now up to bat will be Connor Lacey. Started out this game pitching, but now in at first base, he's been a good hitter for the Saints as of late. Obviously, as we talked about recently with that grand slam against Highland. But he's been a great addition to the Saints varsity team this year, and love to see him get a good piece of hitting here, as that'll be a called strike one for his at bat. Looked a little bit outside, but still covered the plate a little bit. So that'll be a ball down low. Good take by Lacey there. Move his count to 1-1. He'll hit they'll call that foul for Lacey. His count now 1-2. It's Lacey with a chopper to the shortstop. They'll look to turn two. Let's see, he's safe at first, and that'll advance Wrinkle to third. Barry will be out at second, but good single there by Lacey. Way to leg it out. Tony Smith now up to bat for the Saints.
Patriots looked a little disappointed there with that call at first. Wanted the double play, just couldn't get it.
So that'll be a chopper right back to the shortstop yet again. He'll get on the bag quickly and that'll be an easy double play by the Patriots. Leaves Wrinkle stranded on third, and they'll keep the Saints scoreless through 3. We'll be back for the top of the 4th. And that'll be a leadoff single there for the Patriots. Quick piece of hitting there. Good grounder between the first and second baseman. For number 15, Gannon Harmeyer. Now up to bat number 9, Kyle Thomas. I'm not even going to try the last name, I'm going to be honest. That's as he'll lay down a bunt. P gets to it quickly. Lacey able to hang on. Quick out there for Avery P. Way to be aware. Will advance the runner, though, to second. Now up to bat number 31, Colin Feltz.
Now up to bat for the Patriots, number 31, Colin Feltz.
Could be a foul ball. P will go. Feltz with a hard hit liner, foul to the right. If I have a car parked there, I would be worried about it, as the fans are now looking over there, just making sure theirs wasn't the one. It's the danger of having that parking lot there, is your car is never safe during baseball practice or during a baseball game from a stray foul ball. Because that'll be a ball low for Feltz. Count now 1-2. Feltz with a pop. Carney can't get to it, and that'll move him to third. Now base runners on the corners for Patriots, as that'll bring up number 1, Loudon Trask.
Now batting for the Patriots, number 1, Loudon Trask.
Beckett, you mentioned having actually played with him back when you were younger in baseball. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I did. So Richmond Little League growing up, play with Loudon. We were on the same team a few years, also competed against each other. It's always a good time. Love playing Richmond Little League. Played Richmond Little League with a bunch of these guys who are now seniors and juniors and graduated last year. And I mean, great times. This Trask would a chopper down the first baseline, but that'll be foul. Yeah, no, had good times with him playing baseball. Played baseball with Christian Gray, Jax Davis. A few of the guys last year graduated, like Wally Jones, Stu Cosb, Bryce Neal even. But, yeah, it's cool to see some of those guys like you haven't kept in touch with back here still playing baseball, like Loudon. So that's a cool experience. His count is 0-1. He'll step out of the box there. P delivers, and he'll steal. That gets off the glove of Smith, and he'll head home. Smith can't get there in time, though, so that'll score another one for the Homeschool. They'll now have a 6-run advantage against the Saints. A little bit of a miscommunication there. Right idea there by Avery P. throwing it outside so Smith can get up quicker, but just gets right off that glove, and they'll be able to capitalize on that one. So it'll be another one outside. Keeping the man on second honest. Looking to be prepared for if he steals, they'll be ready to gun him down. Trask, though, now with a 2-1 count against Avery P. That one would be a called strike. Count now 2-2. So it'll be strike 3 swinging. They'll get him there on the drop ball. P now with 2 outs. And up to bat comes number 3, Josiah Pulling. And if anyone has that AP Gov exam like me tomorrow, wish you the best of luck. Been preparing for that last few days, the last week. A lot of court cases and amendments to remember, but if you're tuned in right now, if you could send me some good luck. It's P now. Moves the count to 2-0 for Pulling. Base runner on second still for Homeschool. 2 outs. P looking to get out of this inning with only allowing 1 run. Delivered there. That'll be inside. Count now 3-0 for Pulling. If I'm him, I'm probably not letting the bat leave my shoulder. Just trying to draw that walk from P. So that'll be a cold strike 1. Count now 3-1. Still a very favorable count for Pulling. P looking to fight back though. So that'll be a hard hit grounder. Be fouled on the third baseline.
Bring him to full count now. Big moment for Avery P. For the 3rd out to close out this inning.
Another foul ball there by Pulling. He's now fighting to stay alive against P. P delivers. That'll be a ball in the dirt. Pulling now will take first, and up will come number 17, Tim Seats.
Now back for the Patriots, number 17, Tim Seats.
Two outs for the Saints. Just need one more to get out of this inning. Only allowing 1 run, as Seats will foul that one off to start his count 0-1. Runner in scoring position, though. Homeschool. So he'll try and go for 3. Smith cannot get him, as that'll advance both the runners with a double steal. Now both runners in scoring position here for Homeschool. This completely shifts the scenario here for the Saints, as now there are 2 runners in scoring position instead of 1. So that'll be a hard hit ground ball down the middle. That'll score both. And Seats will be on for a 2-run single. Score now advances 8-0. Just now number 21, Pearson Goodman, up to bat. So that'll be a ball in the dirt. Seats does not go. A lot of pitching troubles here from the Saints early in this one. Wonder if it's going to be kind of one of those in-between bullpen days. But not a great sign when you're letting up 8 runs in 4 innings between 2 pitchers. So that'll be a strike 1 there for P. Count 1-1. Seats on first. Goodman looking to get aboard himself, as that'll be a called strike 2. So that'll be a foul ball down the first baseline. Count now 1-2 for him. So that'll be a strike 3 swinging. P will get out of that one. Saints now up to bat. Down 8 runs. They're going to need to start climbing back quickly. We'll be back for the top of the 5th. Up now for the Saints, James Carney. He'll lead off. That's a ground to the third baseman. He can't get it. That'll go down as an error. And now up to bat, number 13, Christian Gray. He had a leadoff double, or he had his first at bat ended in a double in the second inning. See if he can continue his hitting streak here.
If he gets contacts like that last one, could end up being a home run this time. Yeah, big momentum swing for the Saints.
Yeah, anything here offensively would be huge. Getting some hit production, but just leaving all the base runners stranded. And that's just, can't have that happen. And Gray, obviously, done his part with getting on base, but just in general, that offense just needs to find a way to get some runs on the board. Gray now, he will strike out in this at bat, and up will come Gibson Beck, as that is first out there for the Homeschool. James Carney on base.
Carney will advance to second after that ball thrown by the pitcher.
Yeah, with a runner in scoring position now, Gibson, hopefully with that one out still, maybe anything in the outfield if it's deep, could be able to tag up and hopefully make a try for home. But we've seen situations like this where runners in scoring position have just been stranded. So he'll fire, and that'll be outside for Beck. Count now 1-0. Count now 2-0 for Beck. Sorry, 3-0. So that'll be a called strike one. Yeah, smart move by Beck there just to lay off no matter what. With being up a 3-0 count, you kind of just want to draw the walk if you can. So he'll swing there. So that'll be a chop to the third baseman. They'll make the play at one. Carney stays at second, and that'll be a easy second out there for Homeschool. This Homeschool team's been making quick work out of the Saints. Avery P. now the pitcher up to bat. He hasn't gotten a ton of at-bats this spring, but love to see the opportunity for him, especially when the Saints are in a position like this to see what he can do. So that'll be a ball low. Carney thinks about going, but he'll stay. So Avery P. will foul that one off. Count now 2-1 for him. P will foul that one off. He'll move the count to full.
James, just send
P
it,
will
bro.
get that one through the gap. Carney will move to third. Avery P. advancing the runners as Henry Rotter will come in now to bat for the Saints. See if he can advance. James Carney, 2 outs now, needs a hit himself, but love to see it out of the sophomore, Henry Rotter.
Rotter, I think, hit that one into himself, it looked like. Just a little bit of pain there.
She'll shake it off quickly, get back into the box. That'll be a ball outside. Count now 3-1 for Rotter. Potentially draw the walk here and load the bases would be a good start for the Saints. and he will draw that walk, and that'll move to bases loaded for Austin Wrinkle. They'll go to the mound now for a conversation with the pitcher, and while they deliberate, we'll be back. And we are back after the pitching change. Now batting for the Saints, Austin Wrinkle. Bases loaded, 2 outs. That'll be a hard hit ball through the gap, and that'll score 2. Carney will come in, and Avery P. hustles. So that'll be a 2-out RBI single for Austin Wrinkle. Cuts the lead down to 6. So that'll be a hard hit ball to the shortstop. He'll make an easy play there. And that'll do it. Saints get 2 there. Cut the lead down to 6, and we'll be back for the top of the 5th. And we are back, and there's a quick pitching change for the Saints. Senior Jax Davis now on the pitch.
Yeah, committed to Stevenson College, and you know, could add a spark that the Saints have been needing all game.
I think so. First pitch will go for a ball, though. That next one might be a grounder to Beck. Good play
That's
there.
lovely.
Quick out there for Jax Davis.
Lovely play by Gibson Beck, but all started with that pitch from Jax.
Yeah, love to see when a pitcher can cause those ground outs. So that'll be a ball right there. Start off this at bat. He started off his last at bat with a ball, and it ended up in a ground out after pitch 2. So let's see if he can repeat that type of magic and get this inning finished up quickly. That'll be a strike. Swing and a miss there. And with a swing like that, he might have pulled one of his obliques in his back. I mean,
Yeah, great pitch by Jax. One of the many pitches he can throw.
so that'll be a foul tip for a strike as well. Count now 1-2. Jax Davis dicing up this homeschool team right now.
Seems to be making easy work so far. Let's hope that continues.
Yeah, Zach Berg really struggling here to hit off of Davis. That'll be a grounder. Easy play. Can of corn for Connor Lacey there. 2 quick outs for Jax Davis. I think he is that spark the Saints have just been missing. And now up to bat is number 15, Gannon Heminger.
Now for that for the Patriots, number 15, Gannon Hammer. Did not pronounce that right.
Davis will start out this at bat with a strike.
That was a strike.
And that'll be a fly ball. Count now 0-2 for Davis. See if he can retire the side. 1, 2, 3.
This one guy on their team, I don't think I've said it very like. I think I've said it.
So that'll be a ball outside. Davis giving him a challenge pitch there, one of his many.
He's got to show some mercy.
Obviously,
Doesn't
yeah.
want to, strike him out too quick.
That'll be a popper. Carney can't get under that one. Gray hustling to it. He's rolling 2. See if he can hose him here.
Good throw by Gray, just a little off.
And now up to bat number 9, Kyle Tomajic.
I'm not even trying. I'm not trying.
And Jax Davis staring him down here for that pitch.
Striking fear into his soul.
He'll deliver there. That'll be outside. So that'll be a hard hit foul ball there for Tomajic. Great play there by Gibson Beck to retire Tomajic.
We'll be back right after that out from Tom Jack. That is a great hit from number 21, Nash Milner, the catcher.
Yeah, coming into the game and just no real warm-up and just utilizing what he has available with his at-bats. And it's just a great piece of hitting there by Milner. He's now up number 8, James Carney. And that pass ball will advance the pinch runner, number 12, Landon Allen. I mean, he's a speedster, so if he's on base, I'd be watching out for the steal. And now, count is 0-1 for Carney. New pitcher also, by the way, for Homeschool, Brooks Huber. So that'll be a second strike there. Our apologies for the pronunciation of Kyle. That'll drop in for Carney. He looks to go 2. Landon Allen easily in at home. Great piece of hitting there by Carney. A little bit of a rally here from the Saints late in the game. And as I was saying, sorry for the mispronunciation of Kyle Tomajak. That's it's spelled pretty tough, and I am not an Eastern European.
You know, we do the best we can over here at SCCTV.
And now we're going to have another mound meeting by the Homeschool, and we'll be right back.
Led by Huber.
And the Homeschool will now bring in another new pitcher, Landon Allen, Loudon Trask. I don't know why it's been a long day. I'm tired. Loudon Trask now comes in for the homies. And his first batter will Christian Gray, the captain here, fouls that one off to start. Christian Gray and Loudon Trask probably have some old playing days together as well through Richmond Little League, just like I did.
Christian Gray, also a Hampton City commit.
Yeah.
Roll Tigers.
Love that. Isn't that where you're heading in the fall, Lucas?
It is. Excited to be a classmate with Christian for the next 4 years. Classmate with him since kindergarten, so I'll add a couple more to that list.
17 years together. This third baseman will try and make a play on that one, but it will go foul. And Gray now up to bat. Continuing his at-bat. Count is 0-2. Needs to fight here against Trask. That ball will be outside. Good take there by Gray. They'll say he went there. I disagree with that call completely. Yeah, I do not agree with that. But with that, Gray will be retired, and now Gibson Beck will come to the plate. Count now. Count now 1-0 for Gibson Beck. And that'll be a called strike. My apologies. Count is 0-2 for Beck now. Sorry about that. That would be one of our
younger guys on SIDs.
Yeah.
Drop something. It's okay.
What are we going to do with them? Yeah, the next generation, trying to coach them up as best as we can, Lucas. But that'll be strike 3 for Beck, and he'll be retired. But now up to bat, the senior Stevenson commit, number 14, Jax Davis. Absolute banger walk-up song by him. Yeah, called strike 1 there for Jax.
Jax, not only very good pitcher, but
Count now 1-1 for Davis. So I'll be by him. Great play there by the catcher. He'll throw down, try and get. He'll be in safely. Carney almost thrown out there by the catcher. Great play. Carney expected that one to get by him, but very nimble on his feet there behind the plate.
Especially for a tall guy. He's gotten tall in the last few years.
Yeah. Trask looks back, but he'll deliver. Davis swings. Count now moves to 2-2.
Jack's definitely a guy you want in this kind of pressure situation. With 2 outs now, almost full count.
The zone will be low. Count now 3-2. Move to full. 2 outs on this one. Jax Davis fighting here for the Saints. Sound will come inside. Great breaking ball by Trask there. Davis will be retired, and we'll be back with you for the top of the 6th, leading off. And we are back. Up to bat now, number 31, Colin Feltz. It's Davis there. Move the count to 1-1 for Feltz. So it'll be a hard hit ground ball to Beck, but he'll get on it. A lot of zip on that ball, and he'll be out. Feltz will be retired. Now up to bat the pitcher, Loudon Trask. Yeah, the homeschoolers here still 4-run lead, but certainly not what it used to be with that 8-0 lead. And love to see the Saints climbing back here a little bit. And if Jax can continue to dominate on the bump, then maybe he'll give the Saints a chance to come back and win this game. Loudon Trask will swing out of his shoes on that one. Count no 0-2. Jax Davis looking for the punch out here. Davis, a lot of rotation there. Tried something nifty. Didn't quite work.
It's the kind of guy you want to see trying that, though.
Absolutely,
Yeah. Absolutely.
A lot of tricks in his
happen.
back pocket. Oh, and that'll drop quite a lot. Christian Gray looking to get under that one, and he will. 2 outs now for the homeschool.
Good play for Christian.
Yeah, I love that.
Now up to bat for the Patriots, number 3, Josiah Pulling.
Josiah Pulling now up to bat. Davis can't get that one try and make the play on it, but he'll be safe at first. Charlie Blanton with a valiant effort there, as well as Davis. And now up to bat will be number 17, Tim Seats. As pulling now, fouls that one off as well. Count 0-1. Pardon me, that's Seats. I feel like watching this, Davis has a bit of a different windup for different things. He switches it up kind of frequently. So that'll be a hard hit ball, but Palmer Berry will get under it. Way to get in front of that line drive there, and Jax Davis will throw 2 scoreless now. And welcome back as Aiden Curtin will now be in to hit for the Saints. Trask remains in for the homeschoolers. So that'll be a pass ball. No one on for the Saints to capitalize on that mistake. But I'd love to see Aiden Curtin get a knock here. And following him will be number 7, Charlie Gunn. So a little bit of a lineup switch here for the Saints, exploring some of their options, giving some guys who normally don't play as much an opportunity, and it's a good thing to see. Count 2-1 for Curtin. That one will be another pass ball. 3-1 count now. And that one will go over his head. He'll draw the walk, and now up to bat is Charlie Gunn.
Saints number 7, Charlie Gunn.
Charlie Gunn, also known as Chuck. Another great player for the Saints team. Hasn't gotten any action today, but he's got some strength to him. He could send this ball a long way.
Yeah, love to see him in, especially as a fellow bow tie, Lucas.
Of course. You know, we got a few guys on this team that great singers too, great vocalists, so they've all gotten some playing time today.
Now that'll be a ball for Gunn. Count now 1-0.
Now that I think about it, I think all of those singing guys are also lefty hitters. Very interesting.
Really?
Yeah, to see.
Yeah, Rodder, Gunn, Barry. So that'll be a hard swinging pitch ball, and he will be retired. Barry now up to bat. Another one of those bow ties. Another lefty. I'm starting to see what you're talking about. And Barry with a deep drive to right center field. That'll get down. Curtin rounding. He's rounding third. They're going to send him home. Plays it home now. Oh, he's going to be well short there. Great play in the outfield. Curtin will unfortunately not get all the way around. Simondera playing aggressive offense now with that 4-run deficit, but Palmer Barry will get a stand-up double, and now up to bat Connor Lacey.
Barry didn't even seem to swing that bat fully, but that went a long way. Looked almost like a half swing.
That'll be a foul ball to start Lacey's at bat. Count 0-1 for him. So that one will be a called strike as well. Count now 0-2. 2 outs. Barry in scoring position. Saints still down 4 runs. If they want to come back, they're going to need a big piece of hitting here from Connor Lacey, and he's done it before, so I'd love to see it. So will come inside, move the count to 1-2 now.
All right, we're good.
And Lacey now battling back from a 2-2 count. So he'll swing and miss there, and Trask will get the side retired. Saints still down 4 heading into the top of the 7th. We'll be right back. And Davis now in for his third inning of work. He has himself been scoreless. Loved his pitching so far today. So that'll be a high fly ball. That'll be behind the net. So that'll be another fly ball over our heads. Count now advances to 1-2. As Davis will get a strikeout victim there. And now back up to bat for the Homeschool is number 27, Braden Copeland. Sorry. And Carney will get under that one. And sorry, not Carney. That will be number
Adley
24,
Gladden.
Chill Red. 25, Chill Red, Adley Gladden. Now 2 outs here for Davis in the top of the 7th. He's been making great work of this Homeschool team.
Absolutely. I mean, we saw it coming from a mile away.
No, I know. I mean, I just don't know why you don't start him if he's going to do this all game. As that'll be an easy ground out there. And Davis will give his offense all the tools, as that'll be a quick 1-2-3. Talk about a performance out of a reliever there by Jax Davis. 3 scoreless innings from him. And we'll be back for the bottom of the 7th as the Saints try and give it one more try. And we are back for the bottom of the 7th. Saints still trailing by 4 is now number 21. Nash Milner will be in. He had a double his first bat. See if he can recreate that against Trask now. So that'll be, oh, they'll call that one a ball. Good eye there by Milner. Milner will get hit by a pitch there, and he'll advance to first. 1 runner on now for the Saints.
Now batting for the Saints, number 25, Adley Gladden.
And now up to bat number 25, Adley Gladden, also known as Chill Red by many of his friends and teammates. He's just a cool guy. And See if what he can do here in the 7th. As Gladden will drive to left field. Oh, and the left fielder will get under it. That's just a great piece of hitting, though. Can't do much about that. Just almost over the head of the left fielder. That would have been absolutely electric.
Absolutely. But, good play by the left fielder.
Now up to bat for the Saints, number 13, Christian Gray.
They'll call that one a ball on Christian Gray. Count now 1-0 for him. 1 out now for the Saints, just 2 away. Now Gray with a 2-1 count. He'll swing there. He'll count. His count will move to 2-2. Still just 1 out on the day, or 1 out on the board for a Homeschool now. Love to see him drive in Landon Allen. So they'll call that strike through. Looking, that's a tough call. As that looked to be pretty far outside to me. I disagree with that one for sure. And
But we move on, of course.
yeah, just gets the blood boiling a little bit. But now up to bat for the Saints, number 9, Gibson Beck. So that will come inside. Count will move to 1-0 for him to start off. Landon Allen still on first. A little surprised he hasn't stolen yet, as he is a stolen base merchant for the Saints. So that'll be a strike right there. Count will move to 1-1 for Gibson Beck. So he'll throw back there. Allen slides back safely for the Saints. That'll be a hard piece of hitting by Beck. That'll be well over their heads. Be at the fence. Allen, he'll be home easily. Beck on his horse for 3. He gets down, and he'll be safe for a triple. Saints now down 3 as number 35, Judd Carithers, will come to the plate.
Maybe we'll see the Carithers effect here in play. But great play from Gibson Beck there. Huge triple to narrow the lead to 8-5 now.
Now up to bat for the Saints, number 35, makes a noise for Judd Carithers.
I like that. Carithers will swing hard there. Count will move to 0-1 for Carithers. 2 outs now on the board for the Homeschool. Just 1 out away. Gibson Beck on third. If Carithers can drive him in here, that'd be good. Steps out a little bit there, but that might have been his pitch. Count now 0-2 for Carithers. So he will swing there. That'll be strike 3, and that'll do it for the game. Saints just fall short, 8-5. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll be back this Friday for a home game against Collegiate.